Hi, it's Elizabeth from Solo Trekker for Travel Style for this week. And as you may have guessed from my faux fur hat, we're going to talk about traveling in winter. And it's very hard to travel light, but also be chic, especially when it's very, very cold. And you may find that you go from hot indoors to freezing outside. The first thing that we think about in this case is remembering to take one to wear and one to spare. And of course, what we're talking about here are shoes or boots. And the first example I found very warm was called a bear paw from out in the Southwest. As you can see, this furry boot is fantastic in cold weather. One challenge I did not think about while I was in Quebec City recently was it did not have a bottom, as you see, and a side here that is seamless. So what that meant was as I walked around in melting snow that my feet were incredibly wet. So do think about looking at both the side and the bottom to see if there are seams that will have water creeping through. So remember to take one to wear and one to spare. Our second tip is dress up your boot. Don't let it make you look as though you forgot that you were on vacation. This is one of the things that I have done where you will see I took this detachable piece of faux fur and added it simply as a cuff to the top of a rather clunky boot. The third thing that we would say is remember to always take a belt. There are a lot of winter outfits, including overblouses and jackets, that fail to have a belt and end up just looking like a balloon. This is one of the belts that I bought in the Southwest that I find is great year-round. The next thing to think about, and our fourth tip, is that if you have a hat, whether it's a cowboy hat or faux fur hat, you will find that it can end up with the dreaded hat head. So make a commitment if you're wearing a hat to be sure to keep it on as a part of your outfit. If you go taking it in and off as you go indoors, it's going to end up detracting from the look that you put together during the morning. The next thing I found that was very helpful traveling in cold weather when I had many layers was to take a plastic container this time that came about free when I bought some linens. It had some zipper compartment. This was invaluable, especially going through security where I had heavy jackets in light pink colors that I could just discard and send through the security itself and also separate out items inside my suitcase. Please do visit us again for Travel Style next week. And in the meantime, take a look at Solo Trekker for You at some of the great tours and lodging opportunities we have with specials up to 50% off. Thanks and safe travels.